Welcome to the Tourism Hub podcast, a podcast devoted to you and your excellence, providing inspiration and education for the entrepreneurs, experience makers, and excellence seekers of our industry to take your tourism business and career to a whole new level. And I am your host, Despina Karatius.
Relax.
And here we're at Country Heart and Home in the very heart of Bright. We were over here last night at the celebration of business over in Myrtleford, celebrating the local community of businesses, and Country Heart and Home were one of those. So congratulations for being recognised for all this amazing work you've done here.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great.
So, Amanda, one of the challenges a lot of regional destinations have is really bringing retailers or local communities that aren't traditionally a tourism business on board. But just in the getting to know you this morning, you are totally on flick and on check, and your tourism excellence just ticks all the boxes as a Christmas shop that opens all year round. I'd love to know about your journey to start with, as your history of how long you've been here and how this and I'm not kidding when I say the best Christmas shop I've ever walked into. It is quite inspiring, actually. So how did this all start?
Come
a bit closer.
Closer, sorry. Well, it all began probably as a dream in my head, but we started this shop nearly 18 years ago as something that we could do together while our kids grew up in this beautiful town. We just wanted to bring something different to the town, so that it just gave people a bit of a different choice of what was available. Yes. Christmas has always been close to me from my Austrian and German heritage, so we we refocused probably about 6 years ago with being known as the Christmas shop. Like, we've always done Christmas at Christmas time, and customers and tourists just go nuts, and we've got people coming from all over Australia, even from overseas, just to come to our store. So that means they come to Bright.
Yes.
So that means they have to eat somewhere, they have to sleep somewhere, they just love what we do. Like, every person that comes through the door, it's a wow.
Yes, I've heard it multiple times.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. And I just want to really spread the joy of the spirit of the season. Like, it's a happy time, it's a family focused time. Bright, as a tourist destination, attracts so many families, and generationally too. So,
yes.
One generation comes, they've brought their kids have grown up now they're bringing their kids.
Yes.
So, I love this town, and I love that I can do what we love doing in this town. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And you weren't always here. You had started a wholesale business prior.
That's right,
in Melbourne, and transitioned into starting your retail outlet here.
Yep.
Now, in terms of what you've seen in the growth of tourism and over the years, how it's evolved and how you've evolved as a business, it's been really pleasing to see how much you've embraced digital marketing.
Definitely.
And I love what you said, that what I shared last night, you kind of went through a checklist, and you have a very ambassador role that you play within the destination.
Yeah. Well, social media is probably our biggest medium of advertising our business. Like, we have an online store and a website, but Facebook and Instagram are really the demographic that we're sort of focusing on, and it draws people from all over Australia. It targets our market. Like, we can share things in different Christmas groups. So people from all over Australia get to see what we have in store here. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And that's interesting. You use groups a lot, because this is certainly something that's quite emerging in using groups for business.
Yes.
If you could share with everyone, how is what a strategy, or how did you go about getting into using groups to leverage that kind of feature?
Well, I suppose I always wanted to be part of different Christmas groups from my own benefit, from decorating my own home. And then just saw how other shops that I know down in Melbourne, people that I know, you know, and what they've done through Facebook and sharing it in different groups and, you know, sharing videos and sharing shops as well. So how, you know, we can help each other in that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are like niche specific. So it's really enthusiasts in
Christmas decorating.
Christmas decorating.
Yep. There's mums and dads who love Christmas. There's
Yes.
Christmas cheer in Australia. There's Christmas all year. There's so many different groups.
Oh, that's great insight. And for businesses, I think what's really unique about you is just that it's a niche. Like that this is what you
and
do.
it's using those hashtags too.
Yes.
So, you know, on Instagram, that's really important to use as many different hashtags as you can to sort of get your pictures that you've been taking or videos further afield so that, you know, people look at those hashtags. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in terms of your flow in how you used to share, I know a lot of small businesses, because I can see, I mean, today how busy you can,
Yeah.
you've
it's a quiet day
been.
today.
And it's a good God. How do you remain consistent? Because that is something that a lot of businesses struggle with.
Yeah, well, it's I spend at least probably 2 hours at a minimum each day on social media. So whether that's, you know, replying to people that have commented or commenting on other posts on other groups, not just mine. It's working out when to do posts. It's taking photos in store, like I set up a scene and take photos of all our different products. So then scheduling posts and using the right times to actually put those posts online so that, you know, it is when people are actually on social media. So yeah, that's really important. So, you know, it's not just something that you do once a week. It's something that you are constantly working on and looking at. And yes, there are times, you know, I switch off, like I don't answer questions in my time.
Yes.
But, you know, that's just part of small business. You're on call all the time.
Oh,
You know,
very true.
It's not just 5 o'clock, shut the door and go home. So.
Yes, and I love that. A key takeaway from that is that Amanda actually doesn't do it when she feels like it or when it is the right time for her. She's actually really looked at the most time you're getting a lot of engagement and then making sure that if she does pre-schedule that you're doing it in those times.
And Facebook help with that too, like Facebook Pages Manager. You know, they can really help you address the busy times on your site.
Yes.
So you can look at those insights and think, okay, that's the best premium time to put those posts on.
Yes.
You know, and it might be different for all different types of businesses, but in retail, I find that you know, Thursday and Friday evenings are really good.
Evenings,
yeah, and Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
Are really prime.
Yeah.
But in saying that, Mondays are great too. So, you know, you can work out which days work best for posts.
Yes.
But this end of the year, when we've only got 39 days till Christmas, people want to see something every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Very
do you
excited.
find it does really, like, it just ramps up,
Oh,
like,
huge.
until
Like,
the day?
We're busy.
Yeah.
Now we're super busy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good fun.
And it is definitely it's an all year round
Yes,
business. So you're
definitely,
open
all year
360, like, or do
Not-
you
not
close? Like,
365. We're closed Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
Yes.
And there are times through February that we're actually closed because we're away a lot
Yes.
with shopping. So, yeah.
and that's what's beautiful too. You can really, there's products that are sourced from all over the world, and you really get a sense. You can just, without even knowing that, you get a sense of that. It's different, it's unique, and it's eclectic.
Yeah, well, that's what we're looking for. We want products that you'll keep, you'll hand down to your kids.
Yes.
You'll grow your range of what you've got at home.
Yes.
It's a collection.
Yes.
So it's really collectible, something that
Yes.
you'll treasure.
Yeah, and I thought I looked everywhere, but even now I'm seeing new things. Like I'm seeing things from the corner of my eye. Now, something else that you shared with me, which I just thought was so entrepreneurial and amazing, Amanda, are these Christmas tours that you've taken. So tell us a little bit more about these tours that you do, particularly in the States or other parts of the world.
Well, I've mainly gone to America because I've been there so many times that I know it like the back of my hand. So I go once a year and take groups of 12 women, so it's nice and intimate. Like this year we went to Ohio and Michigan and then down into Texas. We visited about 12 different Christmas stores, ones that I've been to. We stayed in an Amish area in a beautiful 2-story mansion.
Wow.
And just did day trips to different places. And the women that came were customers, now friends from all over Australia, some that I have never met. But have just found me through Facebook, so I promoted it through there. All the booking of travel was done through one of our local travel as well, so, you know, it helps their business as well. And, we had a great time. Just
Wonderful. How did that come about? Like, how did that, the first trip?
First trip probably came to my mind after a shopping trip or a buying trip to America for the store. And I thought, been to Pennsylvania and New York, 4 or 5 times. I thought, I'd love to share this with some people. So, why not see if I can take a group of people? So I just sort of nutted it all out, costing wise, and just from, we go in a 12-seater Sprinter van. I do all the driving.
Oh, you drove around
I
too?
do all the driving, yeah.
You just keep blowing my mind.
And just planned out an amazing trip. And, the feedback from those trips has been amazing. Like this year, the group that I took, they are actually, it was a reunion from a trip that I took 2 years ago because they wanted me to do another one. So, they were so excited.
So there's repeat customers doing these trips?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
so good. So in terms of, I guess, what would be your vision? We talked a lot. The theme last night was strength in collaboration and how important it is, particularly for regional destinations, the power of the we and the power of the collective.
Yeah.
What's your vision, or how would you like to take that further with your retail outlet? Because that's something I haven't quite seen done before.
I think
what would be your idea?
What I'd like to see in our regional area here particularly is for tourism to realise that retail is a tourism item as well, that yes, people come and they want to look at the beautiful scenery, they want to go on a walk, they want to go to a winery, but a lot of people love to shop. And we've got some great choices here in Bright of really eclectic, interesting individual shops that have beautiful clothing, beautiful giftware, beautiful local produce, and why not grab that and run with it? Like, we could actually promote the town as a shopping destination, so then we could actually be collaborating with accommodation places and food places to create packages that they can come and stay and play.
Yes.
That's what I do when I run my tours going to America. I'm going to a town that it's a tourist town. And we're staying in a tourist town, we're eating in the tourist town, we're shopping in this tourist town.
Yes.
So why can't we do that here?
Yes.
Why don't we embrace that more and work collectively? Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine, and you were mentioning earlier, that people, even for Country Heart and Home, they are travelling just to visit because they've already built a relationship with you through what you do in social. There's someone came before and you already knew her. You'd met her for the first time, but you knew each other from Facebook. So people are already travelling for you specifically to come visit here.
Yes, definitely. Because they've seen and experienced a window of what I've shown them on Facebook or on Instagram.
Yes.
So it inspires them to, let's go. Like I've had groups of women come down from Queensland just to drive up from Melbourne then to come to the store.
Yes.
So, they still have to, like I said, they have to stay somewhere, they have to eat somewhere, they're going to shop at other places.
Yes.
So, maybe we can create packages or something like that can work with that.
Oh, absolutely. And I think there's a great opportunity starting from last night and showcasing, because I think, yes, particularly with small businesses, we're all busy. It's hard to kind of maintain our own workload and kind of look up and see what else is happening. But certainly there's great opportunity for other operators to be sharing, this. It's an attraction.
Yes.
This is more than just a retail store.
That's
it's an
right.
attraction unto itself.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. So I think there's great opportunities for everyone to share. Country Heart and Home, certainly, there's always innovations in the way that it can be packaged up. And also to that end, particularly with the Western markets like US, if we're talking international tourism, without like even being, having that type of education passed on to the trade, like the distribution of travel to the wholesalers and the inbound tour operators of this magical kingdom, which is. So thank you for doing this.
Yeah,
it was
thank
all a
you.
little bit ad hoc.
Yeah.
Even I put it out there to all the businesses that, I'm around. I'm taking a day off today and I'm happy to just come and chill and get to know you. And, I've got a podcast, and that's why I'm doing a first two here. I've got Facebook Live, we've got Instagram Live, and I'm going to, fingers crossed, everything working well with audio, put this as an episode on Tourism Hub podcast. But Amanda was amazing. She got onto the messenger, come drop in. I did it, and here we are. So you're certainly seizing every opportunity, and I congratulate you. And
Thank you.
and she's got a new total fan girl and a customer. So come, many reasons to visit Bright, and this is definitely another one. It's worth the trip, and I'll be back with my crew.
Okay,
Thank you so much,
You're
Amanda.
welcome. Thank you.
Any parting advice before we go? I always like to end these things with any parting advice for other businesses, either looking to start a business or looking to go that next level.
I think probably one of the best pearls of wisdom I could give people is to just give Facebook and Instagram a go. Recognise your demographic, and my demographic really are probably more Facebook users than Instagram users, although I work both together. But look, I didn't learn it from anywhere. I just had a go, and really you can't make too many mistakes. I mean, it's not hard, and yes, it does take time, but everything that you do, you've got to work hard at it. And we feel very blessed with what we've got. We get to work together as a couple. We love what we do, and I think you need to have passion in your business, and really love what you sell, love what you do, and it's about your customers. Look after them, be kind to them, and just what I like to do is just to show them that what's in here is not just a job. It's something that I want to share with them. So it's an experience. Yes.
Love that. And just on that, with Facebook, have you ever advertised? Or is this
we do advertising. So we do that, and I again pick and choose the timing. Like I've selected my audience. I know exactly. You can choose all that when you do ads on there. So I've really sort of captured that, and we've had great response from that, and that would be my main form of advertising. And that's something else. So I'm glad you mentioned your husband, that you've been working together now for over 25 years. And what a lovely thing to evolve together in business. And I know some couples can't work together, and it's not always happy. But at the end of the day, we're always, we love what we do, and we work well together. We sort of, it works well. What his strengths are, I might be weaker in that area, and vice versa. So,
Love it. Any favourite quotes that come top of mind, that a go-to quote?
Well, one of our little catchphrases here is the Christmas store with so much more. So, we're not just a Christmas store. And, just believe in the joy of the season. I think that's one thing that I always think about, that, he's the reason for the season, and just enjoy it, and just family. I think that's our other little hashtag I always put in too.
It's family.
It's family. It's all about family.
It's all about family. Well, I think you are the very fitting person for me to say, for the first time in 2018, have a wonderful Christmas.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
You too.
and
Merry
blessed
Christmas.
and very successful. Keep doing what you're
thank
doing.
you.
I
Yeah.
will love following your journey.
Great.
Thank you, and thank you
Okay.
to everyone for joining us live. Thank you to everyone listening to the podcast, and I'll do all the tagging. This is one to follow, and definitely one to. I loved my road trip up here. It's scenic and it's beautiful, and it's one of those things that you go, why don't I do that more often? I just love
exactly.
kind of getting in the car, and yeah, it was lovely. Okay, so thank you everyone. Bye for now.
Relax.